I am only a shepherd.
That's one for me! Not yet! Annoy the kitty, and you get a tiger. Little tiger!
Perhaps I'm born to bear the weight.
Take this!
That's one for me!
This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer. This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer.
Not done yet! There are hundreds of monsters living in my umbrella.
The best comes with surprise.
I came to lay the evil bare.
That's one for me!
しまった。
This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer. This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer. Is there a ninja who has stolen my skill of doppelganger?
My blade goes where suffering happens.
I never miss a beat. That's one for me!
This is not an appropriate place to I don't want to. This is not an appropriate place to stay. This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer. This is not an appropriate place to
Is
stay
harder
any
than
longer.
any armor.
Get ready to be amazed.
I could use some cupcakes now.
crumble beneath my strength.
This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer.
Different.
I am your...
Never settle for being second.
I will slay them all.
That's one for me!
This is not an appropriate place to stay.
Never ever try to fool me.
This is not an appropriate place to stay.
Holy light will grant me victory.
Get ready to be amazed.
That's one for me!
This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer. This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer. This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer.
Little tiger, big trouble!
The blood of monkey would never die.
Don't move, don't move. I'm aiming my spears at you. Don't go away.
That's one
Our
for
game
me!
isn't over.
This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer. This is
My
not an
blade
appropriate place
goes
to
where
stay.
suffering falls.
The scales are not in your favor.
That's
de gloria.
Take this!
The wind takes me.
Bear the weight.
Different, but equally more.
Elegance is never outdated.
Yo, time to beat them up, Koopa! Yo, time to beat them up, Koopa!
I am the constellation of fear.
Uh-oh. I'm running out of pranks to play.
The weak crumble.
This is stuff I don't want to die.
Waga.
This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer. This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer. This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer. This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer.
I am the constellation of fear.
Uranus, let us commence.
We are unity in diversity.
That's one for me!
No pain, no gain.
I'm not done yet!
I am legend. We are unity in diversity.
The weak crumble beneath my strength.
Waga.
This is not an appropriate place to stay. This
No
is not
pain,
an appropriate
no
place
gain.
to stay any longer. This is not an appropriate place to stay any longer.
I came to lay the evil
Appropriate
bear.
place to stay any longer.
Nap first before we go again.